So I'm feeling really inspired today. I'll take a look at downward facing dog using a chair, and then how to work downward facing dog. My tendency to criticize people who do yoga for letting the poses be very static. And I don't think a pose should be static or dead, so we're going to take a look at how to play through that and maybe help yourself get some functional use out of it. So the first thing I'm going to do with the chair, bending the knees, sit back into the hips. You notice my knees are bent, I'm getting back into the hips. That's going to be the important thing. You don't really need the chair for this part, but I do want you to really get back and feel the stretch go into the glute muscles. From there, we can start to straighten the knees. And we can change the position of the chair, sinking into the chest and shoulders. And this is kind of a basic modified down dog. Brings you to lift the tailbone, but you can kind of work through this. So stretch from hip to hip can be a good start. Gets us a little bit of extra benefit, hip to hip, getting into the side. Let's take a look further. As I stretch to the side, I'm going to stretch through my fingers, extending through my fingertips, pressing down with the hands slightly. So I'm activating more of that upper part of the back, getting into the side of the shoulder, as well as the side of the hip. Again, adding the toes. I'm lifting the toes, lifting, we're extending through the fingers, side to side. Then doing it all in the center, lift the toes, lift the fingers, stretch deep into it. So stretching side to side, engaging all the way through the connective tissue, down to the fingertips. So I'm going to kind of do the same thing with downward facing dog on the floor. So starting, I always say wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, knees as wide apart as the hands. Tuck the toes. So my first step, again, is to get the hips up. So I'm going to keep the knees bent and just go up and back, pushing the floor away. Really engage with the floor, get into the hips. From there, we can start to extend the legs. I'm going to sink into the chest, coming down, and lift my tailbone up. Same thing we did with the chair, lifting the fingers and toes, engaging side to side in the center, sinking into that position. To engage all the way down to the fingertips and the toes. Engage that connective tissue all the way down to the fingertips and toes. Shift side to side. I say wiggle is a very important technical term. I'll see you guys next time.